Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
I'm Nobu.
And today we're going to be watching Chernobyl episode 4. So, we're trying to stop the, melting through, right?
Yeah.
Through the concrete slab or whatever. So we've got the tunnels going on. We're doing a bunch of research into why things happen. The KGB is stopping some people. I found out that apparently that, female scientist is kind of an amalgamation of
some people,
Russian scientists, kind of at the time.
Interesting. Okay.
So
cool.
there was kind of a good amount of those people trying to figure out what to do or say what to do next. They kind of all put it together into one character for simplicity's sake. So that's kind of cool.
Okay, cool.
Interesting to
it's good to know.
To kind of know that historically. I really don't know exactly where this is going to go now that we're dealing with kind of almost more of the political fallout and kind of like governmental abuse. So I feel like I could go really dark and people could start disappearing. But I don't really know exactly who. So who knows? As always, though, full-length reaction is going to be up on the Patreon. The next week's reaction, episode 5, is going to be up for early access if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. And yeah, thank you just for being here. Thank you for joining us, for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. All that being said, let's just get into Chernobyl season 1 episode, well, the only season, episode 4.
It's time to go. Did you hear me?
Who's this?
This is an evacuation, you understand?
Maybe just like some random person, right, that might not want to leave or something.
You know how old I am?
I don't know. Old.
I'm 82. What do I care about safe?
I have a job. Don't cause trouble.
Don't cause trouble yourself, bro. Leave her. Let her die in her own house if she wants to.
When I was 12, the revolution came. Tsar's men, then Bolsheviks. Boys like you marching in lines. Then the Great War. German boys, Russian boys. More soldiers, more famine, more bodies.
Dang, man. This lady's been through it.
Yeah.
After all that I have seen. So I should leave now because of something I cannot see at all. No.
Dang.
Rough.
Jeez.
It's time to go.
I didn't know who was shot for a second there. I was like, oh.
Oh.
That's crazy to think that, so much could happen in one lifetime. You know, because we think about, obviously, how kind of comparatively peaceful and privileged our time is, but I've never thought about it not only could somebody have lived through whatever World War II or any of these sorts of things, but so there are people who can and did live through all of that.
Yeah, I mean, there's some countries that are just very unstable, and that's just stuff happens.
Wild.
I really want to see more of the investigation stuff about how stuff happened and all that.
Yes, because
that's very interesting.
Look, I mean, people have several times assured us in the comments that things will be explained, even if it's after the show is over. On top of the fact that it's actually, wouldn't it probably be doubly? Right, because if you have any sort of radiation sickness, then you're passing all of that on to your child. I don't. Maybe it wouldn't work exactly like that. Maybe, nah.
I mean, it is crazy the amount of work that they would have to do to even kind of make things halfway decent, you know?
There's something so cinematic about smoking.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
It's this smoke that's coming off.
There's just something about it,
really,
though. It just adds the drama.
It's like rain.
Yes.
Why is the core still exposed to the air? Why have we not already covered this up?
We want to, but we can't get close enough.
Shoot.
On the roof is graphite from the core itself. Until we can push it off the roof back into the reactor. You see, the roof is in 3 levels. We've named them. The small one here is Katya, 1,000 Rontgen per hour.
Oh my gosh.
Unicard's STR1s.
Wait,
They're light, and
seriously?
if we line them with lead, they can withstand the rain.
Wait, that's kind of incredible.
A man on the moon. At least we can keep a man off a roof.
That is the most important thing, General.
What about this large section here?
12,000 Rontgen.
Oh my goodness.
If you were to stand there in full protective gear head to toe for 2 minutes, your life expectancy would be cut in half. By 3 minutes, you're dead within months. Even our lunar rovers.
Think about that, dude.
That amount of gamma radiation penetrates everything. The particles literally shred the circuits in microchips apart.
So,
Yeah, what do we
what do we
do?
do?
Get the moon rovers and go on the other 2 roofs.
That's what we wanted to ask you.
Bro, is that the Joker? I think that's the Joker in the new Batman.
Yeah, it's crazy the amount of like supplies that they would need also to like.
Do all of this.
Yeah.
And even then, it would still fall short. Who is this? Like, what? I mean, like what is his role here?
Not sure.
Or is this just where they're keeping everybody?
Doesn't feel like it.
It seems
feels
like a
more
lot of
the,
soldiers, right?
Soldiers, yeah.
So he must be a soldier.
Yeah. Looks like he
He
has
just
clothes.
looks young, man.
Bachu.
Pavel.
What unit were you in?
They had me in motor pool in Kiev, but then they...
Not this bullshit.
I wasn't in Afghanistan.
Uh-oh.
I'm not in the military.
They're running out of men. Those guys, they dig up the ground. Those guys, they cut down.
Yeah, they need a ton of people.
Those guys, they evacuate people, I think, like villages.
There's just so much work to do.
Yeah, so I mean, look, they're gonna start like conscripting citizens.
Yeah, I mean, that is how it be.
I mean, they said that what they need 500,000 men or something crazy.
Yeah, I mean the amount of area that they need to cover, right?
We make these from lead scrap. Put it on under your balls.
Now?
No, you can wait until the radiation gives you a count. Today's your lucky day. You, me, that ugly Armenian, and the 10th Garo, we do animal control.
Oh, okay. I mean, I feel like of all the jobs to have, that's not the worst. That's actually really not that bad.
Yeah.
You load the bodies on a truck, dump them in a pit, bury them in concrete, and then we drink. Let's go get you a gun.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they're not like, having to run through any areas with a lot of
Radiation. Yeah, I mean, I
like-
feel like if you were dealing with animals, you would have less of that, but I don't know.
I need to see the following documents. They're listed as permission only. I'm working for the Central Committee.
Comrade?
So yeah, she probably doesn't know.
She can have that one.
Oh my gosh, that's it.
Thank you, comrade.
I thought she was having him go get him, bro. I didn't know it was the KGB. Oh yeah, how much of the ground did they have to lift up?
Like, that was what I was saying. There was a huge portion.
I forgot
that
what
they
it was,
said.
yeah.
I don't remember, but
Yeah, see, this is not the worst job to have, bro.
there's so much work.
So apparently, too, the comments were saying there's a few different things you have to be worried about with radiation. So there is the radiation itself, right? There's stuff like radiation rain and radiated things, but there's also like the reason people are wearing masks and stuff has to do with actual like radiation dust, like dust particles from the fire,
have
which would
radiation
go
on it.
into your lungs and then like really damage you even more than just radiation particles.
Yeah, so that's why you would want to wear a mask,
yeah,
just
so-
in case. Like,
yeah, so that those are kind of like the levels. I think that's what people were saying.
Gotcha.
That's crazy that they use moon rovers.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
so wild.
So crazy, but it's like we still have so many issues.
Of course. But like any of these things, you just got to start, right? Like you just got to start somewhere and you got to work it.
Running onboard diagnostics.
Tell me when we're ready to move it. This rover was in storage. They can build 2 more. That should cover Nina and Katja.
Yeah, but we still have Martha or whatever, right? Or Masha.
Masha.
The Central Committee have informed me that they may have found something that could work up there from the outside.
I don't trust the Central Committee.
German police robot, but West German. So, as you can imagine, that wasn't an easy conversation to have.
I mean, I feel like at this point, everyone's just doing what they can.
Yeah, but I mean, the problem is that they don't want everybody to do what they can. I like their friendship.
Yeah, that's very, I don't know, like, it's very warm. Like, the fact that they can still...
Well, I mean, you would, right? You would bond in this just, like, extreme adversity.
Yeah, and it's crazy that you could still smile, you know?
Yeah.
To accept certain things.
I need your help. Akimov initiated AZ-5. When you gave the order...
Order? What order? Toptonov called it out, Akimov pressed it. It was the only good decision they made, incompetent morons.
Bro, see, we can't trust anybody saying anything.
The reactor exploded after they attempted to shut it down.
How do I even know it exploded, huh?
What? What are you talking about, bro?
It's just being hard, like...
Stop being stupid.
I found this in the State Archive. Written in 1976.
That's when the...
UK reactors under extreme conditions.
So?
Oh.
The names of the authors have been redacted, and 2 pages have been removed. They didn't redact the table of contents.
Ooh. Oops.
This is about like an earlier...
Possibly.
Disaster.
The missing pages apparently refer to a positive void coefficient and AZ-5. You worked with this reactor, you know it better than I do.
So everything's my fault then?
Nobody's saying
Dude,
that,
but
bro.
we're trying to get to the truth.
But if part of it's your fault, then it is.
Just get to the truth.
And whether you realize it or not, I'm your best chance to avoid a bullet.
Yeah, that's true.
Can you help me or not?
I have no idea what would have gone here. Void coefficients have nothing to do with AZ-5. There, now you can go.
You're not even curious.
What for? Ask the bosses whatever you want, you'll get the lie. I will get the bullet.
But then...
Then there's no point in lying.
Yeah, like, at least try to be helpful. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, maybe...
then if she wants to die, she can, and you're already gonna die, so...
I only have 2 rules. 1, don't point at that. You can point it at this piece of shit, I don't give a fuck. Never me. If you hit an animal and it doesn't die, keep shooting until it does.
Yep.
Don't let them suffer. Or I'll kill you. Understand?
I like this guy.
I do too.
Good. Then we're ready.
They just literally have to walk around the town and look for pets, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, pets or whatever.
Wild animals, yeah.
So we go door to door. Okay? Good.
Hopefully, you know.
Oh, dang, bro. Until it gets closer, bro.
I don't know if he's kind of ready for this, you know? It's like...
Yeah, I mean... I guess it's better to start with this than people, but it's still hard.
Hey! Do your job. Door to door.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, frick, you gotta do it, man. I wonder, do they have to, like, get birds and stuff, too? Like, that'd be really difficult.
I would imagine most of the birds would die on their own.
That's not counting, like, any other... I don't know what other animals there are.
bro. You just gotta do it, man. You can't stare. You just gotta do it.
No.
Buddy,
No,
just do
don't
it.
do that. Don't do that.
Do it, bro.
Dude,
you gotta
he's
do
gonna get
this.
mad if you.
Well, also, people like this is for. Shoot him again. Kill him. Come on. This is for the greater good, bro.
Yeah, you have to, man.
Even if you were hunting, you wouldn't let the animal suffer.
Don't let them suffer.
Sorry.
You're dragging that to the truck. Drink. Again.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Just.
This happens to everyone the first time. Normally when you kill a man,
Yeah.
you're a dog. So what? There's no shame in it. You remember your first time, Garo? My first time, Afghanistan. We were moving through a house and suddenly a man was there and I shot him in the stomach. There are never any good stories like in the movies. They're shit.
Yeah, it's like so simple. And
Of
just
course,
like,
it's always
whatever.
random and you just shoot him and it's a thing, yeah.
I was so scared I didn't pull the trigger again for the rest of the day. But then you wake up the next morning and you're still you. That was you all along. You just didn't know.
Jeez.
Our goal is the happiness of all mankind.
I'm happy. I'm happy every day. All right. Back to work.
I like that he said that.
Yeah. I do too.
It's like even at, you know.
I mean, I think it's a little bit different. Probably if you killed a person, but
No, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, even though he's probably been through a lot and he's done a lot, he can still be happy, you know? It's.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Alright, is this working?
For now, bro, I'm just worried he's gonna tip over, man. I know it's built for moon terrain or whatever, but
Hopefully all that stuff falls exactly where we need it to fall.
It's here.
oh, this is the special whatever police drone thing, police robot.
Okay, hopefully it works, because otherwise I don't know what else we're gonna do.
What the German's name? Joker.
Okay,
Is it ready?
It's ready.
looks pretty good.
Gosh, there's so much.
Yeah.
Holy. Is he gonna last that long?
I don't know. Is it even gonna be able to really move it? Like it doesn't have like a bulldozer, right?
It's gonna pick up stuff.
Yeah, which means it's gonna take like
Yeah.
6 times as long as the other ones, you know? So can you imagine having to be the guy that has to remote control this thing?
Dude. I
German.
wonder if they actually like did something like this.
Reverse one.
Like practically.
Oh.
Oh no, the camera!
Jeez, bro.
Yeah, because the thing might still work, but what about the cameras and stuff?
Which we need.
Did you lose the signal?
Shoot.
It's dead.
Oh my
Whoa.
gosh. It's dead?
What are we gonna do,
that
bro?
quickly? It's dead? That's insane.
What are we gonna do?
Of course I know they're listening! I want them to hear! I want them to hear it all! Tell fucking Gorbachev! Tell them!
Dang, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's like at this point,
Of
like,
course.
it's rough.
The official position of the state is that a global nuclear catastrophe is not possible in the Soviet Union.
Are you serious?
No, that's why.
Röntgen.
give them the propaganda number.
Frick.
Bro, we need the real number if you want us to do something.
Is there even a robot that can withstand that stuff?
So there's nothing, bro. I don't even think you could send a person up there. They would die too quickly. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, if a robot
like
can't
even if you were
handle it?
crazy and you were like, oh, just send people up there. You know, people have to die. We have to do this. I don't even think a person could.
Yeah, I don't think they could get close.
Or you would
enough.
end up killing what, like 15, 20 guys before you would get it done.
Even less, maybe.
Maybe?
I mean, even more. Like,
You have to clear it.
Can we bomb it or something? I know that sounds crazy, but like, can we like drop something and like?
that's what
kinda
I was
blow the
thinking.
roof up
I don't
or
know if we
something?
can blow it up because that might spread everything, right? That's even worse.
We could, I don't know. We could melt it and pour it from above, like a coating.
First of all, we've already used most of the lead we had to line the
Now
drum.
there's lead sheeting around the instruments and the other.
Even if, we're still talking about boiling metal in a helicopter. And it's lead, Boris. It'll weigh a ton.
How are they gonna?
Bro, I mean,
I like
that's
that
not
he's
a bad
thinking,
idea.
but
You want to shoot exploding bullets at an exposed nuclear reactor?
Well,
no.
I mean, would it do that? Would a nuclear reactor blow up if we hit it with bullets?
I don't know if
That's
it
not how that
blow it up,
works,
but
is it?
But I think that like isn't it too dangerous to like?
Okay.
If the Americans had that kind of technology, do you really think they'd give it to us? But even if they would, the Central Committee would never stoop to us.
Well, you
know
better
it,
try
I
and
know it.
ask.
There are no robots.
We use bio-robots.
What?
Men.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But it's
my
what,
gosh,
20, 30
my
men?
gosh.
Right?
Oh my gosh, man. Holy, I can't even.
But what do you do, right? Like, what
Yeah,
else are you
I don't
supposed to
know.
do?
I have no
That's
idea.
so much radiation going into the air. Like, that's what I was thinking, right? It's horrible, but we got to do something. Dang. It's kind of interesting how quickly you
adapt.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get used to certain things.
Humans are. Bro, I swear the dumb people chose like the cutest animals.
I know they're like.
They were like, they know what they're doing, bro. Don't give me that. They were like realistic. They're like, oh, wash the fur, make it look nice.
Grab one of those, yeah, really cute cat.
You go
the
play in
popular
the arms
cat
of the
videos.
angels while we shoot them. Bro,
Oh, of course.
get out this show, man.
Just go outside.
I like how they show that even though that one guy has probably killed a lot of people and whatever, been through war, that he still shows compassion.
Yeah, he
You know?
kind of understands where this kid is coming from and is willing to work with that.
Yeah, and it's like, because I feel like normally they would make him a lot more like hardened. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
Не добьешься, что ж ты вьешься над моею головой.
Comrade soldiers, the Soviet people have had enough of this accident.
Oh gosh, bro, they're just sending these guys up.
Entrusted you with this serious task.
Tell them, bro.
Because of the nature of the working
Tell
area,
them
you
they're
will
going
each
to
have no more
die.
than 90 seconds to solve this problem.
Oh my gosh.
You will enter reactor building 3. Climb the stairs, but do not immediately proceed to the roof. When you get to the top, wait inside behind the entrance to the roof and catch your breath.
Okay, I mean, I like that they're telling them to book it instead of just do it till they die and stuff.
I do like that because they got like what 3 minutes or something.
Yeah, even then, you know, they're gonna die. Within months.
Moving fast from this opening, then turning to the left and entering the workspace here. Take care not to stumble. There's a hole in the roof.
Oh my gosh, there's a hole.
Holy bro.
Important 90 seconds of your lives.
Oh yeah.
Commit your task to memory, then do your job.
Holy bro, freaking minute and a half.
This is so freaking hardcore.
It is so hardcore. Oh gosh.
Oh my goodness. Dude, give me full on like knight armor.
They don't have it, bro. They don't got none of this anymore. They don't have armor. They don't have anything anymore. Bro, look at this.
Okay, so that's how they're gonna tell them. That's cool.
Bro, but how many people are we setting up here for 90 seconds? Just till it's done?
Probably, and you don't want to have someone in there for more than 90 seconds, right?
Above all, while on the roof, throw your debris over the rail. Do not look over the rail. Is that clear? Very well.
Okay. Do not look over the rail. Bro, because the freaking nuclear reactor's down there. Also, you probably don't want to look directly at it, right? I would assume.
Yeah, I mean...
Go.
I don't care. I don't want to look anywhere.
Go, bro. Go.
Hurry.
There we go.
Right there.
Also, isn't the graphite then going to be super contaminated?
Yeah, I mean, I would assume all of it is super contaminated. All the graphite.
I hate this.
There's so much of it, dude. Careful.
Run, bro, run! Why did they give him a freaking decimeter? Dang, go. I like that it's not cutting. This is really cool.
Yeah, that's still like the stress or something like that, man. Oh, careful.
There's so much of it, bro.
Nice. Go back, run back.
Run!
Don't fall through the hole.
Oh my gosh, bro!
Oh my, did something happen?
Oh, he got stuck under the graphite.
Oh my gosh!
Oh no.
That was his foot, bro. Oh no, in the water.
God.
Oh no.
Gosh.
You're done.
That's insane. That is insane, dude.
That's so crazy that they had to do that.
Oh. I was hoping that if we followed this lady, we wouldn't follow this lady anymore. But now that we're following her, I feel like stuff's gonna happen. What's...
She went into labor.
Are you going into labor?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry for all this.
Oh gosh.
Speak to you somewhere without.
They're going to put Dyatlov on trial.
Give expert testimony. All three of us.
But before that happens...
Legasso to Vienna. It's the headquarters of the International
Atomic Energy Agency, huh? What are they asking you to do?
Tell the world what happened.
I don't
Which
believe
means
that.
tell them nothing.
Yeah. Tell them what you...
Better know what happened. I've constructed a timeline, minute by minute. Every decision, every button push, every turn of a switch.
Yeah, but they don't want that.
Of gross incompetence, violation of safety regulations, recklessness beyond belief. I'm not sure.
What do you mean you're not sure?
I've analyzed the data. Dr. North was telling the truth. I think this article may have the answer. But 2 pages have been removed.
Yeah, dude, it's like we can't even talk about this because you guys are censoring
it's all
so much
state
information.
Please.
And that's probably what a big cause of it.
I had no idea it could cause an explosion. None of us knew.
None of you knew what?
What?
In 1975, at an RBMK reactor at Leningrad, a fuel channel ruptured. The operators pressed AZ5, but instead of the power going down immediately...
Which would cause the explosion.
Question posed by a colleague of mine named Volkov. He's the one who wrote this article.
Is he alive anymore?
Under normal circumstances, the control rods can compensate for that.
Under normal circumstances, the Chernobyl staff stalled the reactor during the test.
If the boron control rods are completely withdrawn from the reactor,
There's too much like heat and stuff like that.
that enters the core isn't boron. It's graphite. The control rods have graphite tips that displace water and steam. Reactivity doesn't go down, it goes up dramatically.
Which then would cause the explosion.
Why on earth would they press that button?
They didn't know.
Volkov warned the Kremlin.
But they didn't want that to get out.
Yeah.
See, there was something before.
No doubt about the supremacy of the Soviet Union.
So because there was a mistake that happened before, they just censored it.
KGB classified it.
That's
it's a state secret.
Well, yeah, and then you screwed your country even more.
Yeah, so you couldn't learn from your mistakes because you are faking that you have no mistakes.
The floor will not lead to an explosion unless the operators have pushed the reactor to the edge of disaster.
So then more stuff is on them.
But not only their fault. Is that what you're going to say in Vienna?
No. No way.
I mean, look at this article. What do you mean?
That naive.
Yeah.
There are 16 RBMK reactors running in the Soviet Union. The only way to do that is to go public. Force the Central Committee to...
Posing as that Legasov humiliate a nation that is obsessed with not being humiliated.
Yeah,
it's like
and
so
die.
hard to like...
You leave this information out in Vienna, they quietly let us fix it.
Okay, I mean,
Is
that's
that gonna
pretty
work,
good. That's
bro?
pretty good.
Yeah, you try and make a deal with the decay. It's like a deal with the devil.
If that chance was mine.
He has to make that choice.
Men who had their moment and did nothing. Because when it's your life and the lives of everyone you love, your moral conviction doesn't mean anything. It leaves you, and all you want at that moment.
Yeah, this is on him and him alone. I don't think
he's got to make that call.
She can't be saying stuff like that.
Do you know the name Vasily Ignatenko? He was a fireman. She gave birth. A girl. The baby lived for 4 hours. They said the radiation would have killed the mother, but the baby absorbed it instead.
Oh.
Her baby. We live in a country where children have to die to save their mothers. To hell with your deal. To hell with our lives.
It's not about us anymore.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, look, she's got a point.
That's a point.
Holy cow, look at these guys.
Congratulations, comrades, and long life. All of you are awarded a bonus of 800 rubles.
I mean, I don't know what the conversion is, but that sounds like BS.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit,
I serve the Soviet Union. Thank you. I serve the Soviet Union. Thank you. I serve the Soviet Union. Thank you. I serve the Soviet Union.
Look at this, dude. This is incredible.
Are they putting on a flag?
Jeez. That poor mom.
Yeah. I mean, you know, partially.
It is partially her fault.
You know,
but that's what I'm saying is it's like that's even more horrible than now she has to live with that. You know, it's like it almost would be more comforting if you died with that.
It is very tough.
Jeez. Yeah, I mean, here's where the real kind of danger shows up.
The wait, say again, sorry.
I said here's where the real danger shows up.
Mm-hmm. It's yeah. I'm assuming you're implying that dealing with the
Soviet Union.
The government essentially, and trying to kind of like uphold their
well, and like I guess in a more direct way, right? Because like indirectly, at least up to this point, we've been kind of dealing with that, but it's never been so. It's been kind of like, oh, we're trying to talk to this guy and he's lying about it because more than likely somebody's watching him, and he's weird. What even Dyatlov, right? But now it's really just like, no, that a massive part of this incompetence literally just came from the fact that we couldn't seem weak.
Yeah, that is a
which is
large
so
portion of it, which is unfortunate,
and just so short-sighted.
Yeah, because it's not
because like what makes you look weaker than this?
Yeah, it's kind of like faking like you're strong, just to look good or something like that, and it's like. It seems like such a childish kind of thing to do.
It does. And I mean, look, people do it. People do it in day-to-day life. Countries still do it. You know what I mean? Like, but it does. It and obviously hindsight's 2020.
Of course, but at the end of the day, it's like
here, 40 years later and be like idiots. But it does. I know what you're saying. Like it feels very just immature. It's like my only word for it. It's like, really? That.
Yeah, I mean, because
we spent all of our time posing and our country's crumbling for it, and that's more pathetic than anything.
Yeah, it's
like even if that's just what you're worried about.
This is not being able to learn from your mistakes essentially, and admitting that like you can be wrong. Of course, like I understand it is very different when it goes to like when it comes to like how should I say. Nations and their relationships. Of course, there's going to be times where you need to keep up your image. Right?
Yeah, it's necessary to exude strength.
Yeah,
yeah. 100%.
You don't want someone to look at you as weak because that can be taken advantage of and stuff like that, right?
Of course.
But there is. I don't mean to sound like I know everything. You know what I'm saying? Just from what I think.
Look, we're just talking about a show, dude. We don't know everything. We're not like crazy historians or educated. We're just telling you what we think, and that's that. Don't take it
at the end of the day,
gospel.
like I don't know how to run a nation, whatever. Okay, but
well, we can talk about it.
Yeah, but I do think that like there's a limit to that. You don't want to go to the point where it's like we're being so like counterproductive, like we're literally becoming worse just to fake.
I mean, you have to kind of like look out for yourself in a certain sense, in the same way that you kind of do on a personal basis.
Of course,
it's like, look, you should help people out, but it's like always that thing of like, oh, you need to work on yourself before you go date other people or whatever. It's kind of like, it's not obviously the same thing, but it's kind of a similar concept. I just think it's interesting too, because I feel like even that idea, like if you look at the idea of kind of like, okay, we need to have this like strong image, which to a certain extent does make sense. I think it's so interesting how far that's taken to the point of it's not just public, it's not just like global image, it's like an internal country image, and you see this like vilification of one another, which once again, with the caveat of my very, very limited knowledge, kind of feels to me like one of the more fundamental problems of like the Soviet Union or kind of similar governments is this idea
does feel
of
that way.
Thinking you can solve it by kind of turning everyone against each other, and that works for a certain amount of time, but it weirdly, like, people are very selfish, and the carrot works a little better than the stick.
Yeah,
at least in that instance.
Yeah.
Is to motivate people selfishly as opposed to threaten them selfishly.
Yeah, and I also believe that, like, you start to, if you're not willing to, accept your mistakes and things like that, it seems to be very hard to improve, and to get stronger if everyone's in fear of, like, doing something wrong or going down, like, a path that is not, how should I say, like, looked at as correct for the nation or whatever, or weak.
Yeah.
Right? And obviously that could be taken too far as well, like progress and all that, but it's just like anything,
Yeah.
I just think that here you just see that, everyone's too scared to, like, make the Soviet Union look bad or make anyone look bad, whether it be your higher ups or what, and so, like, yeah, like it seems like from what they were kind of saying that it happened or something similar happened before, and they just didn't want to expose that. And so by doing that, they were not able to learn from it, essentially.
Yeah, and then it's just this almost thing of like, and it's not laziness per se, but it's almost like if you presented somebody with whatever, if you do this thing, you're going to get a bonus, let's say, versus if you do this thing wrong, I'm going to kill you. When you say if you do this thing wrong, I'm going to kill you, you're not incentivizing them doing it right. Mm-hmm. You're incentivizing them not telling you they did it wrong.
Yeah, I can kind of
Whereas
see that,
if you actually get rewarded for completing it, and this is, once again, how this is applied generally is very different. I'm kind of almost talking more in concept. Whereas if you kind of offer an immediate reward for something like that, whatever, then it's almost like you're at least incentivizing the right thing. Your soul is going to deal with, human imperfection and laziness and all sorts of other things, selfishness. But it's almost this thing of like, you'll even hear parents talk about this idea of like, you have to be careful how you punish or kind of like reprimand your child, because sometimes what you're doing is you're not punishing the action, you're punishing them for something else. And so then what you do is you get this kind of like negative result, like, oh, you get mad at them for telling you, whatever, like for getting drunk. And then it's like, oh, they don't tell you about getting drunk, instead of kind of like being very careful about how you react to that and how you punish it so that it's clear what is kind of being discouraged. Does that, I don't know.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
But it's crazy, man. It's those soldiers on the roof. I mean, I'm not sure how much of a choice they had, but that's like crazy.
Even if they didn't have a choice, it's admirable.
It's insane, man.
I mean, it's very admirable that they just do that and do their job, and that's kind of it's crazy because like it was like that 90 seconds is like insane. Almost the sum of their life that they lived up till now. You know what I'm saying?
How do you mean?
Well, because it's almost like in these 90 seconds, that's like, it's almost like who they kind of are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them kind of like sacrificing themselves for that.
I mean, it's a glorious 90 seconds.
Now, obviously, I don't think they're going to die instantly.
I don't know. I'm curious.
I think that
some of these people lived longer than apparently one of the guys who went down and turned off the valves. Yeah, but one of them is still alive now.
Oh, really?
I think all the divers survived.
I didn't know
think
that.
A few of them died, later on. But I think one of them, somebody was saying, is alive now or like just died.
That's crazy.
It's like, what?
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool. Like, and that doesn't take away from what they did at all, but it's just.
But like,
really
you never
cool to see.
know.
Yeah, you don't really know. I feel like,
which is why you almost can't assume all the time.
Yeah, but either way, they're going in. If they're going in thinking that, anyways.
Oh, it's heroic either way. Yeah, of course.
And I like how this show, like, it's interesting because, like, they're introducing new characters and things like that in the middle of the story, and I like that they do it very kind of like smoothly and naturally, and we're able to kind of see this issue on like all sorts of different levels and like what it kind of like does,
Yeah, it's like we have this larger issue, and then it's almost like there's like these little short stories that kind of like right. It's like, oh, the lady who had the kid, like I doubt she's really going to be in the show anymore.
Yeah.
Right? So you have these, and then there's obviously this guy who has to go kill the animals. Like you have these kind of stories like weaving in and out, which I think is the way to do it, right? Because it's like obviously this is this global problem, and there's the larger problem, but then there are the effects of the populace, arguably even more than kind of like the higher ups. And so I think that's a really cool way to tell the story, where it's like, all right, we have the main problem here, and then you kind of have like, we're gonna weave in these like little stories of kind of people on the ground.
Yeah, and they do each of the stories very well. It feels very like rich or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's a really good way of putting it. Yeah, I mean, it's great. We got 2 more episodes left.
Kind of sad.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, but
I mean,
hey man, we'll see what else we watch next. So, as always, full-length reactions up at the Patreon. Next week's reaction, episode 5, up for early access if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. And yeah, thank you just for being here. Thank you for joining us, for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Hopefully you stick around. And if you do, we will see you all in the next video.